Hi folks, my name is Gildersleeve and I own Flying Fish Company over on Hawthorne here in southeast Portland. I too am a transplant into Portland. I guess we've all, those of us that are into food, naturally come to where the food is the best, and really honored to be here today. Portland is just amazing. The food culture here and everything, the restaurants, the markets, the suppliers, you farmers and chefs, everyone involved is just amazing. Really, really happy. And as you can tell, I'm pretty happy about it as well. I'm from a small town in northern Idaho called Sandpoint, Idaho. And I know I hear a cheer back there, all right. One of the 5,000 people from that town. I guess we've got two of us from the town. So I know you're thinking Sandpoint, fish, inland in northern Idaho, how does this all equate? My parents started Flying Fish Company literally before I was even born. So I've helped out as a kid packaging fish in our fish and chip shop. We've gone from street corner sales to shack street corner sales. So that's so naturally I come to Portland with a fish truck. And that's how I started out in Portland 3.5 years ago, approximately now, is in a fish truck. It looks a lot like a food cart, but it was a market, mobile market. Now I'm down in a little shack that's located down at 23rd and Hawthorne. Oh, there I am. I was marketing for Flying Fish when I was, I guess, 5 years old. So that's how it all began there. That's pretty good. I think that is actually a Budweiser on the dashboard too. I guess maybe that was okay in 1985. I'm not sure, but didn't matter to me. I was on the roof. So here's a shot of my fish shack that's down at 23rd and Hawthorne. The whining kid in the audience, well, that's my own kid, so hey, what's the worry, right? So that's my daughter when she was first here. She's 4 now, and I've got a 1-year-old son. So we're a family-run business. Happy to be here. Just amazing. So as Sarah spoke of before, the Trashfish event that Chefs Collaborative put on in November was a phenomenal event. I was honored to help source some of the fish for the event, and top chefs in the some of the top chefs in the city, and some of the most amazing people in the food scene here in Portland were there, and it was just a really fun event. So the subject trash fish, in my opinion, it's an amazing title to really an array of fish that some may think are trash fish, some people don't think they're trash fish. Who really knows what is a trash fish? But the great thing that I think about the subject is that it brings up a topic of, okay, are we just eating these fish that are down on the bottom of the sea and they're literally trash? So nobody wants them, so now I'm going to promote for you guys to eat some trash. Not as much. Really, to me, trash fish are anything but the top 4 fish that are the majority of the fish that are eaten in the United States and really in the world for that matter. So really, it's just getting away from eating your salmon, your tuna, your bass, and your cods. So if we can alleviate some of the pressure, some of the fishing pressure on these 4 main species, then we're going to be doing better. We're going to have less overfished species in the ocean. And from a palate, there's amazing fish out there. There's a big variety of fish out there that taste absolutely wonderful. But because most of the restaurants aren't serving skate wing or sand dabs or wolf eel for that matter, people don't know about them. So really it's just a matter of, any movement is started with a few people, an idea, taking that message and transferring it to more chefs like yourselves that are here today, and starting to convey that message that we need to be more well-rounded in our palate and use different vegetables, use different fish, and that sort of stuff is what's going to set you as a chef and us as a human civilization apart and really just do better for the earth, because obviously we've got a lot of issues that we're working with right now in the world. Fun guy there. We're just, trash fish. You're eating a bunch of trash on the bottom of the ocean. That's not necessarily the case. One of the great things about trash fish is it's typically going to be a smaller fish. So they're not the big 300-pound bluefin tuna that's traveling all the way across the ocean. We're talking about sardines. We're talking about skate. We're talking about smaller fish that often are actually more sustainable when it comes to harvesting because they reproduce faster. Second of all, they are healthier for you because they don't have the chance to accumulate the toxins that the 300-pound bluefin tuna have accumulated from swimming across the ocean and eating all the fish their whole life. And really it sets you apart again as a restaurant because you're doing something different. We are the leaders in the nation in this food culture that's here, and I really feel like this is another avenue that I can help to convey this message and make us stick out even more and just do more monumental things that are just better for everybody involved. Some examples of trash fish that I kind of spoke of a couple so far, but are sand dab, skate wing, wolf eel, ivory king salmon, rex sole, octopus, pollock, cabezon, arrowtooth flounder, kampachi, cobia, sardines, mackerel, and smelt. Those are just some off the top of my head that are locally available, some that are, bad word, farm raised, but farm raised in a more sustainable manner, meaning that they're not like a bluefin tuna that's been farm raised that took 10 pounds of wild fish to grow 1 pound of farm raised bluefin Atlantic or bluefin tuna. That's not sustainable either. So it's shifting this mindset, and that slide that I had up before of the book For Fish by a guy named Paul Greenberg is a great example of that, is not only harvesting different fish, utilizing the entire catch that the fishermen catch, but also eating more fish that are sustainably raised, not that bad word, farm raised, in a manner that is sustainable to the earth, that aren't fed. The feed to growth ratios are not 10 to 1 like the bluefin. So for me, trash fish really for restaurants are cash fish, baby. So for all those reasons that I spoke of, sticking you out in the crowd, we can often buy trash fish for a lesser cost than what it's going to cost us for salmon or tuna or bass or cod. So why not use different species and improve your bottom line, make you stand out from the crowd, from the rest of the restaurants and the rest of the nation, and overall do better for everyone involved. The second part of my, I guess we'll go into this. The worm now can just chill out around the bluefin tuna out there and not be as worried about us fishing for him. And now around the cobia, he's scared shitless. So just shifting our mindsets completely on this deal. This is just a slide. It's a little bit of an over-exaggeration, but it's my foot down saying quit buying tilapia that's been farm raised in China that's not good fish. Just quit it. There's, your customers expect more than this. There's no excuse for it. We've got plenty of fish that are right here off the Oregon coast that we can support our local fishermen and give them the money they deserve for the entire boatload of fish that they catch, rather than just throwing away the species that they're not going to be able to sell to the processor because the processor doesn't have a market to sell the fish to. So instead of throwing those fish away that have already died, let's use them. Let's find these avenues. Let's find these markets for these lesser known species. I mean, we could call it lesser known species, but I think trash fish is much more fun, right? It's just catchy, it's edgy, and that's what it's all about. So that's my take on China. Tell you a little story about what happens to some of our local albacore tuna. Albacore tuna caught 40 miles off the coast in the summertime when the warm water current's here. Those fish are blast frozen on the boat. Those fish are, that's my timer, meaning that I might be going over, sorry. Real quick, our local albacore tuna shipped over to China. They're frozen off our coast, 40 miles off our coast. They're shipped over whole to China just so that they could package them, fillet them and package them in China, ship back to us. We, as a restaurant or retail market, order an albacore tuna loin from a seafood distributor, and guess what the side of the box says? Product to China. And you go, what is up, Mr. Salesperson at this seafood distributor? Why are you selling me a product to China? Oh, they just packaged them over in China. No. Read where your fish is coming from, look at the country of origin, know where your meats are coming from, it's all straightforward stuff that we're already, that we know about. We just have to continue to change this movement into fish as well as the veggies that we're selling and the proteins. The second part of this is QR codes, traceability. Goes right along with exactly what my message is. Traceable Trashfish. Traceability, promote your farmer. I've got these QR codes on some of my packages. You guys can put these on your menus at the restaurant. You guys can put them in your waiting rooms in the restaurants when people are waiting to get a table, or at the table, so when they're waiting for their food, they scan that QR code right there, and then it brings them to a video that my friend over here, Nate, who's filming today at Sound Theory Productions, can create for you. And it's just a way to convey a message of who are you getting your fish from. It puts a face to the name.
Opportunity is just that, an opportunity to receive the best tuna the Pacific has to offer. As a day boat, we offer the freshest tuna available, hook and line, troll caught, bled, and iced immediately. We then head back to the port at the end of every day, giving you the freshest product possible. We also offer guided fly fishing in the Pacific Ocean, some of the most storied Northwest waterways, as well as off the Baja coast in Mexico. Opportunity. Seize yours.
Lastly, finish up here because I know I'm already over and there was no bell to get me off the stage, so I'll do it myself. Just promote yourself through social media. Promote your accolades. So if you're utilizing, Seafood Watch, if you're using MSC certified products, promote that stuff on your menu. Green Seafood, Green Restaurant Association, that sort of stuff. People want to know where your products are coming from, what you believe in, and that's going to stick us out from the crowd. Thank you very much.